Our Eastern Europe correspondent joining us from Kiev. Sarah, thank you very much. Let's bring in now Aaron Ezelin, fellow at the Washington Institute for Near East Policy, where his research focuses on Sunni Arab jihadi groups. And he's also the founder of jihadology.net. Aaron, thank you very much for being with us. We've heard that the Islamic State group has claimed responsibility for this attack. There doesn't seem to be much doubt about that. Can you talk us through why IS would be targeting Moscow?
There's a number of reasons why. Just purely from an ideological perspective, the Islamic State views Russia as infidels as well as crusaders alongside other countries in the West, but they view them as Eastern crusaders. But from a geopolitical perspective, Russia has actually normalized a lot with the Taliban regime in Afghanistan, and ISKP has been fighting the Taliban for years now. And then beyond that, historically, Russia has fought against the Islamic State in Syria and more recently in Mali, as we've seen the coups there happening in the Sahel region, where Russia's Wagner forces and then more recently the reformulated African corps have been fighting ISIS as well. So not just ideologically, but also from a geopolitical perspective, it's very relevant. And we actually saw an arrest by Russia of an IS network attempting to attack just 2 weeks ago within the country. So the fact that this happened now is not super surprising.
You mentioned there some of Russia's involvement in foreign conflicts such as Syria, and there's a reason we call it the Islamic State group. There are different pockets of groups which affiliate themselves with this kind of umbrella brand. Can you talk us through what some of these groups are and where they focus their operations?
So the Islamic State in general has a central organization, and then under that they have different provinces is what they call them, unlike, say, Al-Qaeda in the past where we call them branches. But just because they're called provinces doesn't mean they necessarily control territory there. So the main perpetrator of this attack has been most likely the Islamic State Khorasan province, which is based in Afghanistan, whereas the operations in, say, Syria would be the Syria province, or in Mali it would be the Sahel province, but it's all part of a centralized organization. And the hub of external operations for the Islamic State has shifted in the last 5 years from the core territory originally in Iraq and Syria now to its base in Afghanistan. And we've seen now this attack in Russia is now likely the 22nd ISKP external operation plot and attack that they've done in just the past 12 months.
Okay, Aaron Ezelin from the Washington Institute and jihadology.net. Aaron, thank you very much for being with us.